Good evening, I'm Clive Bull. This is LBC, and it's time for the LBC Legal Hour. In this hour, it's legal advice from property expert and lawyer Russell Conway, senior partner at Oliver Fisher Solicitors in London and Notting Hill. And Russell, good evening to you.
Good evening, Clive.
Let's kick off with a very controversial topic. I know a lot of people are very concerned about it, and that is the law on leaseholds.
Well, the law on leaseholds is a bit of a shambles, and it has been for a long time. Every day, in fact, sometimes every hour of every day, leaseholders ring my office, quite often in despair, because of high service charges, ground rents which are spiralling out of control, people who just want to put a new kitchen in and are told by their freeholder that it's going to cost them £2,500 for a licence for alterations, people who feel they own their own home but find that they're being controlled by freeholders. Now, thankfully, the Law Commission was asked by the government to look into this shambles some time ago, and in recent weeks they've produced a very long report, in fact 3 reports, and they've made some really interesting recommendations, certainly as to new flats being sold on common hold, which means that flats would own the building and we could get rid of the freeholder problem. They've also recommended substantial changes where you extend your lease. At the moment, a lot of people are extending their leases, but nobody knows what the price is going to be, and the process for fixing the price is just extraordinarily difficult, and the Law Commission has made some very good recommendations to make that easier. But there are so many things wrong with the leasehold system at the moment. For instance, one of the problems that stemmed from Grenfell is that mortgage lenders are now wanting leaseholders to provide something called an EWS1 form to show that their buildings are safe, and a lot of people can't remortgage, they can't sell their properties because nobody wants to fill these EWS1 forms in. So many people own leasehold flats in Great Britain that they deserve a better system. There's so much misery caused by people buying a flat. They spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on that property, and they find that every year there's a dispute, that they have to go to a tribunal to resolve it. They're spending money on lawyers, which they shouldn't have to, and they're having to resolve disputes that they would never have dreamed of being possible. So I'm hoping the Law Commission report, which, as I say, is very long, it's 859 pages, will be looked at by the government and enacted into a new leaseholder law. Now, that's going to take some time, but I think it should be a top priority for this government. They should try to bring this report into law as soon as possible.